Stop for a second. What if I told you that your biggest problem in English is not grammar, not vocabulary, but something much simpler? You don't speak because you don't know how to talk about your own life. Think about it. You live your routine every single day. Yet when someone asks, "Tell me about your day," your mind goes blank. Why does that happen? Stay with me because today that changes. Let me tell you something important. Fluency does not begin with complex words. Confidence does not begin with perfect grammar. Fluency begins with familiarity. And nothing is more familiar than your daily routine. Your mornings, your habits, your simple actions. If you can describe your own life clearly in English, you unlock the foundation of real communication. Today, you are not just watching a lesson, you are building a skill that you will use for the rest of your life. Keep watching carefully because this practice can transform how you speak forever. Most learners make the same mistake. They chase advanced words, they memorize difficult phrases, they try to sound smart. And in the process, they freeze. But here is the truth. Communication is not about complexity. It is about clarity. A confident speaker can describe simple things effortlessly. I wake up early. I take a shower. I eat breakfast. I start my work. Simple, clear, powerful. Imagine this. Two learners meet. One knows thousands of complicated words but hesitates, overthinks, doubts every sentence. The other uses basic vocabulary, but speaks smoothly, naturally, confidently. Who sounds more fluent? Exactly, because fluency is rhythm, not decoration. Ask yourself, are you trying to impress or trying to communicate? Your routine is the perfect English practice environment. Why? Because you already know the content. You don't need imagination, you don't need creativity. You don't need new ideas. You only need language. Every day follows patterns. Morning, afternoon, evening. And English loves patterns. Listen carefully. In the morning, I wake up at 7 a.m. After that, I brush my teeth. Then I have breakfast. Notice the structure. Time, action, sequence. This is not random speaking. This is controlled fluency training. Here's a powerful claim. If you master talking about your daily routine, you automatically improve your speaking speed, grammar control, and confidence because you repeat it daily, consistently. Let me ask you something. How many times have you practiced describing your own day in English? Once? Twice? Never? That is exactly why this exercise matters. Confidence is not magic. Confidence is familiarity multiplied by repetition. The more you repeat a structure, the less your brain struggles. The less your brain struggles, the more natural your speech becomes. Think of it like walking. Did you learn walking by studying theory? No. You repeated movement until it became automatic. Speaking works the same way. Let's build a simple routine description. I wake up early. I take a shower. I eat breakfast. I start my work. Now repeat. Again. And again. And again. At first, your voice may feel uncomfortable. Your pronunciation may feel strange. Your rhythm may feel slow. That is normal. Growth always feels unnatural before it feels easy. Here's a quote you must remember. Repetition is boring until results appear. Most people quit during boredom. Winners push through it. Which one will you be?
Here's a technique used by effective language learners. 3 stages. Stage 1. Slow and clear. Read slowly. Focus on pronunciation. In the morning. I wake up at 7. No rushing, no pressure. Stage 2, with pauses for speaking. Repeat after hearing or reading. In the morning. Pause. I wake up at 7. Pause. This builds muscle memory. Stage 3, natural speed. Now speak like real conversation. In the morning, I wake up at 7. Then I get ready for my day. Feel the difference. Speed emerges naturally, not forced. Imagine what would happen if you practiced this every day for just 10 minutes. 10 minutes, not hours, not impossible effort, just consistent, focused repetition. How would your speaking change in 1 month? In 3 months? Think about that. Many learners believe, I need more vocabulary. I need perfect grammar. I am not ready to speak. But the real issue is psychological. Fear of mistakes, fear of sounding wrong, fear of judgment. Let me tell you something directly. Mistakes are not evidence of failure. They are evidence of progress. Silence is failure. Attempt is progress. Every fluent speaker you admire once struggled with basic sentences. Every confident voice you hear once sounded uncertain, but they continued, while others hesitated. Ask yourself honestly, are you waiting to be perfect or willing to improve? Because perfection is a myth, improvement is real. You probably understand a lot of English already. You read, you listen, you recognize words. But recognition is not production. Understanding is not speaking. To speak, your brain must retrieve language quickly, and retrieval requires activation. Daily routine practice is activation training. You are pulling language from memory into speech. I wake up. I go to. I usually. These patterns become automatic, like reflexes, like instinct. And suddenly, speaking feels different. Not forced, not stressful, natural. Here is something powerful. Your self-image shapes your progress. If you think, I am bad at speaking, your brain resists risk. If you think, I am learning to speak, your brain accepts growth. Language learning is not only technical, it is psychological conditioning. Start saying, I am becoming more fluent every day. I am training my speaking ability, because identity drives behavior, and behavior drives results. Imagine identifying yourself not as a learner, but as a developing English speaker. How would you act differently? Engagement hooks throughout. Pause for a moment. Can you describe your morning in English right now? Not perfectly, just clearly. Try. Out loud. Don't think. Speak. What time do you wake up? What do you do first? This is your training ground. Your progress begins the second you open your mouth. Keep going. Today, you learned something simple yet extremely powerful. Fluency grows from familiar language. Confidence grows from repetition. Start describing your daily routine every single day. No excuses, no delays. Practice, repeat, improve. If you're serious about speaking English confidently, commit now. Subscribe, stay consistent, keep training. Because your voice deserves to be heard, and your future self will thank you for starting today. Keep speaking, keep growing, keep moving forward.